I don't even know what to play now. I don't know what story mode to start.
Out, bro.
I know, I just don't know what.
You haven't had nothing on your list for a while?
Like, I want to do a Dying Light with you, but I don't know if you're going to be down to play, like, all the fucking time, though. Like, as much as I play my story games, you know? Because I want to do it with you, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because I told you I hate starting, like, multiple games at once.
Blows my mind. I don't have the patience to do one, dude.
Alright, let's
I feel
see.
like my thing is a little too much. Yeah, I definitely want to keep playing that. I wouldn't be able to play it like all the time though. Is the thing.
It's done.
Dead. Yeah, he's dead. Him and Georgie both.
It's the best news I've heard in ages. We get an amen, Padre.
So what happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? It's over. Done. Finished.
I ain't talking to you. Just cause Sal Marcano's dead, Lincoln, doesn't mean it's over. Now, what you did and the size of it all, you created a storm in this here city, and it's gonna take a long time for it to dissipate, if it ever does.
With Marcano dead, New Bordeaux belongs to me. Ain't nobody left to stand in my way.
You can't be serious. The point of this wasn't to replace Marcano, it was to remove him. This city's done gone through enough. It doesn't need another Sal Marcano.
This city? You've got to be fucking kidding me. This city is a cesspool. It's where people come to fuck and drink and get high.
You watch your filthy mouth.
It's what the city is, Padre. If it's not giving another Sal Marcano, it's gonna shit one out.
After Lincoln vanished, Cassandra took control of the city's underworld. There wasn't a crime boss from Boston to Miami who respected her claim, though, so... Commission, the Colombians, the Cubans, they all went after her.
Jesus.
They realized too late they had no idea who they were fighting.
Oh, damn right, Cassandra. Show them, motherfuckers.
Johnny Galante, throat slit, watching Deep Throat in a porn theater. And Manny Moreno, set on fire outside his daughter's
Man, what a horrible way to die.
Oh my
Garcia,
God.
buried alive on the beach, drowned when the tide came in.
Oh!
Ivan Bagrov, beaten to death with crowbars in the parking lot of the Briar Patch.
Jesus!
And then the real criminals came for her.
Yeah.
The governor declared martial law,
That's some
sent
shit right
in
there, dog.
Cassandra's a savage!
So,
Bad.
Cassandra shot him in the head on the steps of the Capitol building. After that, everyone got the message.
Holy
The
fuck.
city belonged to Cassandra. But the government is like a rogue elephant. It's murderous and patient and never forgets. So the state pulled funding for the schools, city maintenance, you name it. If they couldn't get Cassandra,
Whoops.
they'd strangle the city until it gave her up. Hurricane Cassandra, the locals called it. I don't think anyone expected the damage to be so severe that the levees would completely fail, that the flooding would
basic
wipe out
thing,
half
but
the
I think
city
it's
and force
not
the other
terrible.
half to leave, that the city would turn into the ghost town it is today. I mean, it's hard to believe, really. A major American city, I mean, left to rot like that? Some say Cassandra was one of the thousands who drowned in the flood. Others say she slipped away to the swamps and still rules what's left of the city's underworld from the bayou. Either way, she's a ghost. She hasn't been seen in years. After Sal Marcano's death, Lincoln Clay disappeared. The Bureau deprioritized the investigation after a few months, but I keep an active file. In 1971, I tracked him to a California shipyard where he was working under an assumed name. By the time we got there, though, he was gone. The trail went cold, and by 77, 78, I figured he was dead. But then I got a report of someone matching his description working with the Colombians. Since then, there's a new sighting of him every couple of years.
Lincoln made it out to California. Worked at the shipyards for a few years. Met him a woman. Seemed like he was gonna get married, but then it all came apart. Don't know why. And he started moving around. He went to Alaska, New York, South America. He even went back to Vietnam. I still get postcards from time to time. You know, I think Lincoln wasn't able to accept the world for what it is, or his place in it.
Someday, he's going to get tired of running, or make a mistake, and I'll be waiting. I promise you that.
Jesus, what a
Think so?
Oh yeah, dude, the weed dealer, bro. That's nice, great passive income, dude. Makes you like 10 grand every time. I would definitely. It's like I said, my top 3 goes The Witcher 3.
Let me ask you
Ooh, there we go.
something. Senator! Where were you when John Fitzgerald Kennedy was assassinated?
I don't remember. At home, I believe. I don't remember. At home, I believe.
Let me tell you where I was. A muddy hut in Vietnam. Slowly dismembering an old woman. Cutting her apart bit by bit. And do you know why? Because her son was an NVA officer. And hurting her was the only way to make him talk.
I don't understand what this has to do
What he
with
told us saved the lives of an entire platoon. That's 42 men. Men that lived another day because I was willing to take a saw to that old woman.
Thank you, Mr. Donovan. I believe that.
Sit down and just shut the fuck up!
Jeez. Karen over here.
I did a lot of terrible shit over there. In the name of this country. Shit that will haunt me for the rest of my life. But I did it because I believed in the fight. I believed what this nation stood for. So, to be sitting there ass deep in mud with that old woman scattered all around me, and hearing that the President of the United States had just been fucking murdered, well, I knew right then and there that I couldn't let that stand. That I would find a way to make it right no matter how long it took.
What are you saying?
I'm
Alright, so that's the reason why we went after him, because of fucking killed Kennedy. Well, obviously, he fucked up Lincoln over, but still. Donovan had another motive. Jesus Christ, dude. Now I want to know the other fucking ending. Holy fuck. I don't know if that's probably gonna be the same cutscene then. For him, but. I'm hoping I can replay, because that'd be pretty salty if you can't. I'll have to look up the other ending of them.